All right, so let's take a look at your swing. This is the down the line view here.
Okay.
Ooh. You tend to go a bit flat at the beginning.
Okay.
And then lifting this up here.
Yeah.
So a little bit of crossover.
Sure.
And then on the way down. So this is a fairly wrist dominant swing, as you know. You know this, right?
What now?
Wrist dominant swing.
Oh, okay.
You're using your wrist a lot
Okay.
instead of using the whole body.
Yeah. I've never felt like I used my legs properly.
So it is in the backswing, you have a lot of wrist cock here, and on the way down, you're just releasing here.
Yeah.
So you're not really adding the body turn
Sure.
and then try to throw hard. Instead, you just
Yeah.
a lot of wrist cock, and from here, just you're throwing.
Yeah. Not surprising to me. I've seen my swing quite a bit. So.
But because you've played it that way for so long, so it's kind of the direction control is okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I can get away with it, but I'm not maximizing
Yeah. So
my potential.
Normally, the wrist complex has the highest contribution to the cleaver speed. However, if you rely on the wrist too much, you eliminate all the rest of the body, then you're limited.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this is the rear view here. Oh. As you can see, yeah, particularly here.
Yeah.
Up to this very normal, but then you're
Sure.
letting it go more here.
Yep.
So when you use a wrist a lot in the backswing, you tend to use wrist on the way down, right? So if you use wrist early, then you're throwing the club head up instead of bringing close to your body and then throw this way here.
Yeah.
You're throwing the club head this way here.
Sure.
So that makes a big difference. And then, so your pelvis is shifting to the left quite a bit. You have a lot of motion here.
Okay.
Letting it go, and then a lot of motion here.
Okay. I always feel like my left leg is almost caving in during my backswing. Is that part of it?
When you use wrist a lot in the backswing, then you generally downplay your body.
Okay.
You try to minimize the body motion.
Okay.
But what should happen is, if we eliminate the arms here, let's stay on the mats here. When you eliminate the arms, then by using the legs and turning the body, you can actually introduce a lot of range of motion here.
Okay.
But there, when you turn this way,
Yeah.
so the right leg is pushing the pelvis this way,
Okay.
so it does not allow your pelvis to go that way here.
Okay.
Then what happens is the right leg is pretty much out of commission here.
Okay.
You cannot use the right leg.
Okay.
So in order to use the right leg better, then you have to actually stand on the right leg here.
Okay.
But then upper body is leaning. Without leaning, you have to stand on the right side. And just to try to stand on the right side. So from here, relax the body here.
Okay.
Just to try to stand on the right side.
Okay.
And do you feel you have a lot of weight on this side?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then tap here.
With where? This one?
Left one here.
Left one. Yeah.
Yes, you have more.
Yeah.
You can shift more.
Yeah. Okay.
And then,
I see what you're saying.
so make sure that you don't turn the foot this way here.
Okay.
When you turn the foot this way, the knee goes in here.
Right.
That this is a lot of turn here.
Yeah.
So while maintaining the foot position, stand here. While maintaining the foot position, just try to shift to the right side here so that you have a large force acting under the ball of foot here.
Okay.
So your right foot,
Yep.
particularly ball of foot, is supporting your body.
Yeah.
And then your upper body is leaning.
Okay. I don't have to lean, I don't have to get over like this. Just like that?
The reason why you are going in that position is that your head is going this way here.
Okay.
The upper body is leaning.
Okay.
Instead, imagine that somebody is holding your hairs here.
Sure.
Then when you try to turn this way, the head cannot shift this way here.
Okay.
So you just have to turn this way here.
Okay.
Then as if you are lifting your chin a little bit, and then the face turns about 45 degrees here.
Yeah.
That way you can eliminate this leaning
Okay.
motion here. So
Okay.
again, your head, so go back here. Say your head is held here, your hairs are held here. Yes, like that.
Okay. Huh.
And the better feel is when you put this in front of your chest here.
Yeah.
Just try to turn about the spine axis here. So again, go down here in the setup position, relax,
Okay.
relax. And then this, when you turn, this will visualize the way you turn.
Okay.
So try to turn your upper body about the spine axis. Turn this way. Shift to the right, put more weight on the right side.
Okay.
Your ball of foot is supporting your body well.
Okay.
Then this whole thing is turning this way here.
Okay.
So it shows the rotation about the spine
Yeah.
axis, right?
Are the shoulders turning steeper?
Steeper than you normally do.
Because I've been doing that.
Yeah. So because your shoulders are turning flat here, then you can easily lean
Yeah,
this
yeah,
way
yeah,
here.
yeah. Okay.
But from here, if you turn this way here, so even for me, the arms here
Sure.
are showing the plane of rotation here.
All right. Okay.
When you rotate this way, then you are essentially rotating about your spine axis.
Yeah. Okay.
So you need to have that feel. Now, when you turn that way, again, so from here, if you turn about the spine axis, and then still your body is relatively centered, yes, okay? But you're having more force acting on the trail side here, right side. You're going to this position. So assume that position. So now hold this here. Hold it any way you want.
Okay.
Perhaps this way here. If you go turn and go to this position here,
Yeah.
your body should be able to support this well. You see, this weight is 15 pounds here.
Yeah.
It's pretty heavy. In this position, when you have a good posture, you will be able to support your body well here.
Okay.
But if
Yeah.
it slides backward here or turning this way, it puts a strain on your back. So
Okay.
hold this, and it has to go over your shoulder. And then try to have a good posture here so that you have good support. You have a good foundation here.
Yeah. Okay.
So for that, you have to have more weight on this side.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now this is fairly centered here.
Okay.
And your chest actually shows a little bit the reverse pivot posture. And then maintain that. Your head is still,
Okay.
you go this way here.
Yeah.
Because your hairs are held here.
Okay.
You can lift the chin a little bit. Yeah, that way. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
That's a good posture here. So you need to develop that kind of a stable posture here.
Okay.
Particularly work on your head position. When the top of the head is moving that way,
Yeah.
when the head is going this way here, always your upper body is leaning this way.
Sure.
So again, it's held here and then turn this way.
Okay.
Then you can have sort of an arch here. This is okay. By moving the pelvis this way, yeah, almost going this way.
Yeah.
And then in this process, if your hip goes backward too much,
Yeah.
then you cannot really put much
Okay.
force
Gotta
on
stay
the
there.
ball here, because instead of leaving the ground.
Yeah. Okay.
So
It has to stay there.
Yeah, you have to put your weight on the ball, and then turn. For that, you have to limit the motion of the hip backward,
Okay.
or move it upward.
Yeah. Okay.
And then here's the swing plane. Incline the swing plane here.
Yeah.
If you are moving this along the swing plane, then on this side you have to go a bit higher here, instead of collapsing here.
Yeah.
So if your head leans this way, the spine leans this way, hip goes backward quite a bit, then you are essentially collapsing
Yeah.
in this, on this side here, right?
Okay.
But here is the swing plane. Now, go down here. here, flex this a little bit. The elbow, so point with the finger, point to the ball.
Okay.
Then this is the swing plane here.
Okay.
Your swing plane typically passes through the elbow. Okay, this is a good approximation of your swing plane.
Okay.
Then as you turn, if this follows along the swing plane, try to stand on tall on the right side here.
Okay. Tall.
Really put your weight on the ball of the foot.
Okay.
You have to support your body well to go to this position here.
Okay.
Instead of collapsing here
Yeah.
or leaning this way, you're actually supporting your body by pushing the ground with the leg. Push this and then go support, bring the hip up, and everything is now moving along the swing plane here. And then this is going too far out here. So your elbow stays in front of your body,
Oh, I see.
and then this goes. So then this elbow stays on the swing plane here.
Got it.
Okay?
Yep.
You can, as if you're holding a tray, foot tray or something.
Sure.
So this is good posture here.
All right.
So when you use the right leg actively, what happens is this. You're sitting down.
Don't sit.
Instead of sitting down, actually push.
Okay.
Bring the hip up, more up. Yeah, have the feel of starting a mower,
Yeah.
pulling the cord diagonally here, right?
Yeah. Okay.
For that, you have to lift the hip up.
Okay.
So it's better not to move the hip backward too much. So you should be able to put the weight on the ball of the foot, right side here.
Yeah.
So when this happens,
Yeah.
so you can have a really good posture here.
Yeah.
Still, you are going more this way here.
Okay.
Instead, more this way. So the spine axis should stay pointing more this way, not leaning that way.
Okay.
If you just have the right imagery, then everything becomes simpler here. So let me use my umbrella here. So say this is your spine axis here.
Okay.
This is swing plane here. Okay. Then, in the backswing, currently you have the tendency of axis leaning this way here, while turning this way.
Yeah.
Go exact opposite here. So rather, if the top stays here,
Yeah.
you're moving the pelvis this way. As this turns in the backswing, it more goes this way.
Yeah.
So you don't have to move the pelvis like this.
Yeah.
But when you straighten this side here,
Yeah.
so have the image of straightening this side.
Yeah.
Then, yes, like that. Then the hip doesn't go backward that much.
Yeah.
If you straighten this side naturally, because the pelvis is shifting this way,
Yeah.
the axis is more going this way here,
Okay.
as it is rotating
Yeah.
in the backing direction. When you have this, that means you're using your right leg really well.
Okay.
So going more this way here. Yes, exactly.
Yep. Okay.
So for that, you have to really push and then bring this side up.
Yeah. Okay. And don't be afraid to, I'm feeling almost.
You feel your body is
Right.
collapsing this way,
Right.
but actually it's just a little bit of leaning this way.
It's
here.
okay. Okay.
And then eventually, once you let the pelvis go this way enough in the backswing,
Yeah.
initially it may go a bit too much here. That's okay.
Yeah.
So just try to straighten this side here.
Okay.
Then eventually what will happen is you will be able to control this.
Okay.
So when you turn, you're pretty much slightly
Yeah.
shifting away and then returning. You can keep everything centered. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
And have the feel of just straightening the right side here.
Yeah.
So image this triangular space here. So the stance is wide, and then your head is right here. So if you have this triangular space, cone-shaped space here, your head cannot move this way that much. But here you have a lot of room here, so you can
Okay.
move this way here
Yeah.
instead of going this way here.
Yeah.
Now, when the top moves, it's called a sway.
Yeah.
That's the real meaning of sway. When you're standing here, and if the top moves like this is sway motion.
Okay.
But when the lower body is active and then your pelvis is moving like this, it's called the purposeful shift motion. when you have sway, so in the backswing, if your axis leans this way, then you see the low point changes here
Sure.
when you lean this way.
Yeah.
Also, on the way down, if you tend to hit this way, low point changes. But the low point stays there. The bottom of the axis is changing like this.
Sure.
Then you have this motion, this motion.
Yeah.
Although you have, active body motion, but the still low point does not change much.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a different feeling for sure.
Just to have the image. You are responding to the instruction that they try to stretch this and then keep it straight. That's the best image you want to have. Yeah. That way you can bring the hip. Then what happens is in this motion, you will feel tension in these muscles here.
Okay. Sure.
Again, straighten the right side. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Then you feel these muscles are stretching.
Yeah.
That means you are elongating the muscles.
Yeah.
Then on the way down, you will use those muscles, so you can have an active downswing.
Sure.
So you can use your body more that
Okay.
way. So this is bad, but keep the low point here, and then this is okay here,
Yeah. Okay.
going in the opposite direction here,
Yeah.
right? So this way and this way here.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting.
So when you use the lower body better, and then go into this backswing position, then you can also use the lower body better in the downswing here, so you can use your body more.
Okay.
But if you don't use the body well in the backswing, and then just use the wrist here,
Yeah.
then you only use the wrist and then hit the ball here.
Sure.
So in order to use the body actively, have more this feel here.
Okay.
Key, straighten this side, straighten this side, straighten this side. So in the triangular space, you're moving actively here, but head is not laterally moving that
Yeah.
much.
I think I've been afraid to leave my head here because I don't want to get into that. Right.
And also, because you have to look over the shoulder here.
Right. Right. Yeah.
But then, once you let your head go this way here,
Yeah.
so you try to
Yeah.
watch the ball this way,
Yeah.
then everything leans
Sure.
with it. So
Bug whips around.
yeah, have an image of just somebody holding your hairs here.
Okay.
And another way to do that is this. So if you have any structure here, so look at this. Come over here. You can stay here.
Okay.
Yeah. So any structure, you put your left hand on here, on this here. Then if you turn this way,
Okay.
same thing. Turn this way here.
Yeah.
Because your hand is on this, you cannot really
Sure.
lean. You're limiting the motion, and then
Yeah.
you have to squeeze your body like this.
Yeah.
Then if this goes back here, it's awkward position.
Sure.
Rather, if you want to squeeze your body so that you can build the tension in the body, then you have to go this way and push the ground and support your body well, straighten this side, and then build the tension here. When you go here, again, kick this way.
Okay. All right.
So this kind of, try it here.
Yeah.
So when you turn leftward, then go the other way, and then put the hands in here, arm through. Yeah,
I see.
that's what happens.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then now right hand on the board,
Okay.
and then in the backswing now bring the hands, the left hand that way,
Yeah. Okay.
and then bring the hands a bit higher here with that posture. Bring the hands a bit higher. Then you see your upper body is leaning slightly toward the target here.
Okay. But that's okay.
Yeah, you have a stretch here.
Okay. As
Yeah.
long as that's stretched, it's okay if I'm leaning. Okay.
So you need to feel the muscles stretched here.
Okay.
Also, you have to feel the tension in your hip muscles. So when you have good turn here, then you'll feel the tension here.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's a big difference. When you let the hip go backward, you never feel that.
Yeah.
But when you support and then extend this side here,
Yep.
stretch this side, then you will feel the tension building.
Yeah.
So with that, when you have a tension building here, then you can start downswing.
Sure.
using the legs.
Yeah.
If you look at the order of muscles generating torques, the right hip is first. At the beginning of the downswing, right hip is first. So these muscles are generating maximum torque
Okay.
early than others. So whether you can use the muscles or not, that's a big difference.
So if this is not in position, you're dead. This from
Yeah.